Hello, my name is Eunice Tolu Olatunji. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And today I will be rounding up on the story I started in my last two videos. In my last two videos, I mentioned the story of a girl that whose father died. But unfortunately for her, she was given birth to by a mistress. The wife the legal wife did not have any child. You have to go and see the previous video so that you can enjoy this story. So they went to court. They asked the court to determine who is entitled to the estate of the deceased. And the method they adopted didn't allow parties to be able to cross-examine the veracity and the truthfulness of the evidence of the party. They all gave evidence. The uncle said, I am the one that gave birth to this child, not my brother. Not my brother. Also, how did you become the father? He mentioned that sometimes ago he had lived in the family house of the mistress, and through that time they had intercourse, and that was what led to the birth of the girl in question. The woman in her own affidavit denied that she ever had any amorous relationship with this man, with the uncle. The driver also deposed on affidavit that the deceased is actually in a relationship with the mistress, that it was the one that used to go there, take the deceased to the mistress and knows about the relationship. But despite all this overwhelming evidence, mind you, there was a time that even the wife had deposed to an affidavit that yes, this child is the only surviving child of her husband. However, the mother has been creating nuisance around her, that the court should ban the mother from creating nuisance around her. Notwithstanding all this evidence, notwithstanding the affidavit, the court said the father did not acknowledge or accept this girl while he was alive. There are three basic ways of actually proving paternity. The general one that we know, DNA, that is it's also called genetic engineering. Then facial resemblance, then opportunity to have intercourse. And the one that the court opted for was the opportunity to have intercourse, that going by the testimony of this uncle, he is a womanizer. And for a woman who is not ashamed to say that she's dating a married woman, a married man, if she stays under the same roof with this uncle that is so fond of women, there is no way they would have sexual intercourse. And based on that, the daughter belongs to this uncle and not to the deceased. And that empowers them to share the property without this child. It's so unfortunate. In the long run, when the child grew up, she challenged this judgment. That was when I got involved. We went to the Court of Appeal. But at that point, they've already dissipated all the estate. I think the wife had even died. At that point, the uncle had died, but they shared all the assets. Even the lawyers have jumped up the assets. Yes, we were able to set aside the judgment of this trial court, but the money, the assets had been depleted and cannot even, we could only trace little out of millions worth of assets. If this deceased had put his house in order before he died, this girl would have been able to take benefits of his father's estate. Because he didn't do the right thing, because he did not put his house in order, maybe because of the fear of a wife at home, or for whatever reason that, well, I'm young, I can't die now, he did not put his house in order, and this young girl was disinherited by his uncle. So I hope you've learned something today.